use our online resources, they're not going to get your stuff. If you have library-specific resources like additional subscriptions to EBSCO, or Campbell County has a whole bunch of databases they purchased and so on, they're not going to see those because our proxy server looks at your library and your patron profile to show you the screen of resources that you should have at that library. So these poor folks, the guy from Goshen who ended up here in Sweetwater County and didn't get his patron profile updated is not going to get anything special from Sweetwater, and they do have some additional databases. So it's important to make sure that when you're overlaying a patron record, and Marcy's going to talk about this too in her session if any of you are going to that you make sure you update the profile and make sure that it matches your library. It's more important than you may realize. Even if there's only 2 or 3 of them, this is an easy way to find out. I'm glad we didn't arrive when the wind was blowing that hard. It's a beautiful day outside. So that is I kind of skipped over the last bit because I want you to have time to ask questions and to play on your own. So I know I went kind of fast, especially for those of you who may not ever have used Director Station, and I apologize, but I really wanted to cover a lot of material for that. We are planning on offering more ongoing training, and I was wondering about the interest you might have. We've talked about doing just like brief webinars, maybe 45 minutes or so during lunch hour, that kind of thing. Would that be something you all be interested in doing? Okay. We thought so, but I wanted to make sure. And obviously I know you guys would like to see that more frequently. We had been planning on doing some earlier this spring, but we really wanted to investigate this rumor that the counts were really off, and so Mark has been working on that. And when you take into account that library use change in Director Station now, he says that the numbers are still less than 1% in variance. So I really do think that you can feel safe in trusting the numbers you're getting out of here in looking at unicorn reports as well. And there are some things that you can do in here that you cannot do in unicorn. There's reports that you would have if you wanted to see like 7 things in unicorn. You would have to run a report that takes 20 minutes 7 times in the unicorn reports out of workflows that you can do in 2 minutes in Director Station. So that's the other thing, is that it's extremely fast. And it's actually kind of fun to play around